time you left for California, you told us how you loved and missed us, and then every time you came back, you acted the complete opposite by isolating yourself. Well, sadly, that's my like PTSD response. When stuff's happening around me that's really disturbing, I shut up. I become very unresponsive emotionally. I go into like a dissociative state where I think that I'm not human anymore. Um, and I think that um, even though people are doing things for different reasons, I take it totally personal, or that it's a personal attack upon me, and I become very paranoid. And I start, you know, it's not, it's, and that was happening a lot at that time because of the situation with the house and how the house made me feel. And nobody wanted to listen to me on that. And if and when we did try to reach out to you, you shut us down. Well, I guess, how did I shut you down? I tried to talk to everybody, and every time I tried to talk to somebody about it, I was made to feel rather uncomfortable about talking about it. And then when I said what would make me feel better, I was marginalized and made to feel worse. So, here again, then that would trigger my isolation, because if you guys don't want to hear how I'm feeling and how to fix it or help me feel better, and you're not willing to listen or help or suggest anything, my response is to ignore you. I mean, what am I supposed to jump up and beat you over the head or something, make you do what I would like you to do voluntarily? I do not appreciate the manipulation you have done to my mother repeatedly. I don't know what you're talking about. What kind of manipulation? It seems like I'm the victim of manipulation because I'm, like I said, with the birth certificate, your mom wasn't even supposed to get that birth certificate because that was an agreement that we had. And I agreed to do the DNA test so she could get her divorce. And I told her specifically to not do that and how I felt about it and why she shouldn't do that and why she should give me the birth document that we created when Belle was born so I could get her some additional benefits. Did she ever do that? No. She took and went and got the birth certificate, and she's done everything since then on her own. And, she manipulated me into doing that DNA test because I thought that she wasn't going to do that. I clearly had the intention, and I told her this, and I shared it with her, that I had no intention of doing the DNA test if she was going to go out and get a birth certificate with it. And she flat out lied to me. So, she plainly manipulated me in that situation. I feel badly about it. And I told her when she made it, before that she even did that, if she decides to do that, she's going to have to deal with the repercussions of that decision if she goes out and does that unilaterally. Well, now Bella doesn't have a father. If you looked on the document from the state of Ohio, it says unknown. So, until your Lori Giacomelli and unknown get together and figure out how to take care of my daughter, I'm not sure what to do. So here again, that's a situation that Lori has created. I've had no say whatsoever in, and if I did have some say, my name would be on the document. But let's go back to the letter. I do not appreciate the skewing and twisting of stories you have done in order to blame my mother wholly for your unhappiness. I don't blame anybody for my unhappiness except myself. And the thing is that Lori refuses to take responsibility for her actions and how it affects other people. And at least I'm aware of that. And I take responsibility for what I do. And, that's why I isolate, because I know that when I'm in a very depressed mood, I'm not very happy. I'm not a good person to be around. And, if you're not able to sleep or eat or anything like that, which is what was going on right before, I had to leave, it really affects your thinking and decision-making processes. And there's no doubt that when it is your own doing and you are too blind to see that. Bella is happy and healthy without you in her life. I am well aware of statistics about girls who lack a father in their lives. Haven, how can you know that? That was a conversation Lori and I were having. How can you know that, Haven? Is Lori just, living voraciously and sharing this with you? Are you reading her emails or something? Because that's the only way you would know that. When I mentioned that in the last email I sent to Lori back in May, I think it was. So, or maybe it was July. Yeah, it doesn't matter. But I'm also well aware that it's better to not have a father in your life when the one you have can't do a good job at it for reasons no one knows. Well, I can do a good job at it. I was there doing a good job at it all last year, contributing, like I said, $1,000 a month to the household, taking care of Bella all day long. Nobody ever jumped in my face and told me that I was doing anything illegal, detrimental, or anything. So I would assume that I was doing a decent job. So how is it I was able to almost, I was doing that for 8-9 months, doing that well, and then all of a sudden while you were gone and about to come back a week later, your mom decides to kick me out. For reasons no one knows. I know the reason. I suffer from manic depressive disorder, and I'm under treatment for it, and I take medication for it, and I talk to people about it. The problem is that most people don't accept what I am and how it affects my behavior and my relations with other people. And the problem is that most people don't stop and think about that when they're looking at my behavior. And so, that's why I'm making this video, because I would like to know more, and I would like it very obvious why I act the way I do. My mother asked you to leave because it was obvious to everyone that is what you wanted to do. No. What I wanted to do was come and live with my daughter and contribute to her livelihood. You didn't even participate on Christmas, for Christ's sake. Well, that was because your mother and I had a big argument on Christmas Eve. And, she totally crushed me, would not talk to me. Yet, I guess I was supposed to just jump up and go sleep with her that evening. And I couldn't do that. Like most evenings, I laid on the couch and cried. We're all trying, Chris, everyone but you. I'm making this video, reaching out. And now we are all done with it. Now we're all done with it. Well, you were never accepting of me to begin with. The only thing you're done with is that my $1,000 a month, I guess, to contribution to the household wasn't good enough. I know there's a lot of problems living with me. I'm not an easy person to get along with at times. And, I don't know. Now, Bella doesn't sit on the couch crying in her shirt from yesterday without underwear on and television